Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and thank you for joining me once again. I do really appreciate it. In today's video, we're going to be talking about market cycles. Yes, Bitcoin has been looking pretty bad this week. Everybody is panicking about it, but should you be panicking? And what are market cycles? And how does it relate to what coins you should be buying and when? Lots of people think that the market is over, that the bull run is over and done with, and the top is in. But I'm going to show you in today's video why that is not the case. At the end of the day, what you want to know is Bitcoin's dumped, so what's next to pump? So if you want to know what the market cycle is and how you can make money on cryptocurrencies right now, even with Bitcoin looking so bearish, stick around to the end of this video. Now, before we get into it, first do me a massive favor. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. YouTube are actively suppressing crypto content, including videos like ours, so please do us a massive favor. Like it, subscribe, and share this. Get people to know about what's going on. Also, a quick warning. Do your own research. It goes without saying, I'm not telling you what to buy. I'm giving you my opinions. This is not trading advice. It is just my trading decisions moving forward. Let's get back into the video right now. So the market is red. Bitcoin is down. Biden is talking about taxing people 55% on their crypto gains. No wonder the market is looking skittish. And of course, we are seeing a lot of panic from retail investors. The good news is, guys, is that the actual institutional investors, they're not scared by this whatsoever. And we are still seeing huge amounts of money being poured into Bitcoin every time it dips. And that money is coming from the big hedge funds. So what is a market cycle and how does it relate to what's happening now? Now, a market cycle is literally the natural movement of a price in an asset class. It's the difference between the highs and the lows and the pattern that they actually form. Now, with everybody talking about Bitcoin being at the top, I figured I'd share this chart with you. This is one that you might have seen before. This is the one called the Wall Street cheat sheet. It's actually very, very useful for getting an idea of where we might be in the cycle. Now, as you can see, this one looks very familiar because this is what we had in 2017. At the top of 2017, we had this euphoria section of the chart, and then followed by complacency. It was that time that Bitcoin started to cool off that we saw altcoins rocket. Now, there is a cycle to that. It does look like we're going through a cycle of coins as they go in price. We have Bitcoin, then the big cap top projects, followed by mid caps, and then it's followed by DeFi and low cap gems. It seems to be taking on that pattern there. Once Bitcoin's finished pumping and starts to hold, we see all of those large cap projects like XRP, Ethereum, all those other top altcoins, they all start to pump. And then it works its way down the chain. The simplified way of explaining it is contraction and expansion. The price contracts after a euphoric moment and then expands again once it finds its bottom. It's important as traders that we actually use our ability to analyze the markets rather than our emotions to drive our decisions, because otherwise what ends up happening is we get down into these big moments of red like we are right now, and people sell off because they think the market's going to crash even further. It's at those points that the clever, smart money, the institutions come in and buy up as much Bitcoin as they can. We aren't near the end of the bull run. I'm going to show you the charts for Bitcoin and why that is in a moment. So this is just another buying opportunity for those institutions. Now remember, guys, I have started a new job working with an institution custody provider, dealing with clients that are big crypto funds all the time, and they are still interested in buying Bitcoin right now, even with red on the market. In fact, they're more interested now that there's red in the market. When we see these moments of accumulation for Bitcoin, this is when we see the movement of money from Bitcoin over to the altcoins. And like I said, the pattern now appears to be Bitcoin to big cap to mid cap, then to DeFi and low market cap gems. What we have been seeing is basically this chart here. After a large parabolic or a pump-like movement in a price, we end up with distribution, then we have markdown, and then accumulation. We seem to be in accumulation right now, guys. And then after this, we should end up seeing markup. Now, the important thing is that I actually do believe that we are heading towards the end of this bull run. It's come a lot sooner than I was expecting. I honestly was hoping that we would get a lot higher, but there's definitely a slowing down in the market right now. At the moment, I don't think we're there yet. I think we have one more leg up for Bitcoin before that actually happens. I still think that $100,000 Bitcoin is possible during this bull run, but I don't think that we're going to get much further than that during this time. Now, the difference, of course, at the moment, guys, is that we have, like I said, got lots more institutional investors involved. And so therefore, I don't think that we're going to see the prices come back down anywhere near as dramatically as they did in that initial bull run in 2017. There will be heavy pullback, but it's not going to be bringing us back down to the levels that we saw previously. We're not going to be getting Bitcoin under 10K, I don't believe, not with the amount of money being pumped into the market right now. That doesn't mean that there won't be great buying opportunities for Bitcoin as a result of any pullback. The point I want to make is that it's a cycle. So even if we do pump up to 100K and then that's it, that's our peak, we will see that distribution again there. We'll see the markdown, and then we will see accumulation. While Bitcoin's accumulating, we will have alt season. Alts will go absolutely crazy, going from big cap, mid cap to low cap, and then we will have to then probably realize that it's going to be a bit of a bear market again. It's not going to be quite near as bad as before, but it is definitely on the cards for the mid to long-term future of Bitcoin. I think by the end of this year, we may see that return to a bear market. A lot of this, unfortunately, has been brought on by politics. So I do feel like the idea that people are going to be taxed huge amounts of money. I know that there's the argument that it's only going to be for millionaires, but these things, they do trickle down. And the idea is that people investing in crypto are hoping to be billionaires by the end of this bull run. So a lot of them are kind of concerned, right? So this kind of thing can have a big effect, but I do feel a lot of it is more FUD. We haven't seen those tax plans from Biden actually play out. So I think that, until they do happen, it's just FUD, guys. With all of the institutional money coming into Bitcoin, we're probably going to see the market actually start to slow down anyway. And it's going to act much more like stocks, I think, than what we're traditionally used to with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies once we're past this market cycle. So we may see some correction, but I think that what we will end up seeing is, rather than big pullbacks, we were going to see a slowdown. We'll see the market probably accumulate more often, and then pump a little bit more, then accumulate again, much like the stock markets have kind of happened over the last couple of years as well. So I think that that is a transition we're going to see, and it's just because we're going to see more actual disciplined trading happening in the market as a result of the bigger players coming into it. I did warn about this in live streams before, that the more that we get hedge funds, the more that we get banks and other businesses like Tesla and all the rest of it getting involved, the more institutionalized the space is going to become. Regulations will end up coming into play in some form or other, and we will see the market slow down. Right now, this is the time to make huge amounts of money in crypto because, like I said, once we've got saturated with the institutions, the market isn't going to be near enough as exciting as it was before. So it doesn't mean there's not going to be opportunities to make big money. It just means that things are going to be a little bit slower, I think, moving into the next cycle. We still have a little way to go before the end of this one, and that's when we can get, we can make all the money we need so that we can chill out and relax and enjoy whatever happens with the next set of cycles in the market. Now, the reason I don't think that Bitcoin is actually going to be dumping yet, if we take a look at the chart for Bitcoin right now, you'll see that this is the chart that I shared with you guys a couple of weeks ago. We are actually in that big, massive bull flag. It's working in a parallel channel. So I don't see us breaking down from here. Obviously, I'm keeping a very close eye on this level because if we do break from here, then yes, it will be bearish for a little while. But if we stay in this channel, then it's basically a giant bull flag. If you also take a macro view of Bitcoin, let's take a look at it on the 1 day time frame, but zoom out to see 2017 as well. Now, if we compare this chart to the actual .com bubble, you can see here that, we're at that sort of accumulation phase before the final pump And that will be the momentum that gets us up to our sort of final target of 100k. And I do think that that will probably be where we call it a day for this market cycle. But that's a pretty impressive gain for Bitcoin anyway. And of course, as a result of that, we're going to have a pump in those altcoins. Now, what altcoins are going to go next? So it's going to be the big cap altcoins first. It'll be coins like Cardano ADA, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Litecoin as well. Litecoin has been waiting for a breakout. That's one that's going to do very well in the next stage of this cycle. And then we'll get our mid caps like Tron, EOS, IOTA, a lot of our classic long-term projects. They'll be the next in line, followed then by our sort of probably our mid-cap, low-cap ones, which will be things like Algorand, 4chain, newer projects like Chiliz, Polygon, and Engine. Those are just a couple of the coins I'm going to be keeping an eye on as a result of the cycle that we're in. My plan is to basically sell all of those coins at the top. When will the top be? That's the problem we're going to have, guys. But I think that while Bitcoin's accumulating now, we're going to see that cycle with the altcoins. Then Bitcoin's going to pump again and break out of that channel. We will get to our 100k. I will sell as much as I need to. I won't sell all of it, but I'll sell a fair bit of it, take enough profit. And then I will probably pour that money into big cap altcoins, try and sell them when they get to the top and move it to the mid cap, low caps, and then try and sell them when they get to the top. Easier said than done, of course, but that's the plan. Let's see how it pans out. But as I said, we don't need to be panicking just yet. We aren't at the top right now. It is coming, but we still have a bit of time to make some more profit before that happens. At the end of the day, you want to sell on a green day. Buying is red days, guys. So don't be making the same mistake all those retail investors are doing right now. You're just basically handing your Bitcoin to those institutional investors. I hope that this video is helpful, guys. And if you did like it, please do make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.